Welcome, everybody, to our 5th anniversary of Catfish Weekly. It sounds like I got a bad duck call in here. Along with the Dr. Tim Lang, Cindy Stokes, Chuck Davison, and Chris Wallace. Welcome to the show. Doc, we're going to have some fun tonight.
Yes, we are.
We tried to do this a couple different times, and things hasn't worked out, and it's a privilege and a pleasure to welcome Chuck and Chris back to the show. It's been too long since they was on here with us, and I know a lot of people seem to be pretty excited to have them back on here with us tonight. And what a better time! 5 years of Catfish Weekly. It's just unbelievable.
Great.
Chris and Chuck, welcome to the show. We're so glad that you guys joined us tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun having you all on here with us.
Thanks for the invite.
I know.
Privilege.
I know. God, you got this shit everywhere. Chris and I was talking before the show, before Chuck come on, Doc, and Chris has been fishing quite a bit, and I didn't know. You don't see much out of Chuck. He works all the time. Didn't know if he'd been fishing or not. Chris, tell us about what you've been doing.
Oh, fishing wise, I've been fishing quite a bit. I've actually fished some of Alex Nagy's tournaments with the Twisted Cat Outdoors. I fished a couple of his with over in the Missouri area there, Lake of the Ozarks and Columbia Bottoms. I don't think I'm going to make this next tournament for Lake of the Ozarks, but I was right there. I was real close. That's just an 8 hour plus drive for me, and I was close, but I think I just decided not to do that one. But I've also been fishing with some of the Indiana Catfish Association, like I fished with for many years now. Not fishing with them as much anymore lately with me running my store and helping Jefferson Parish with his trail, which is in its 2nd year here in Indiana, which it's mainly a smaller lake tournament trail. He did a couple this year that were on some rivers. But yeah, I've been helping Jefferson do that this year in his points trail. I'm leading that right now in the points. We just had a tournament this last weekend at Brookville. Landed my personal best and personal best ever even seen channel cat at 20 pounds, 4 ounces.
Oh, wow.
40 minutes before the tournament was to end, and it was no better time because it's one of those lakes where it's nothing but 3 and 4 pounders most of the time. If you get lucky, you get a 7 or 8 pounder. And I also think the spawn is kicking in pretty good around here, so we were dealing with that as well. And that big old male, he didn't seem weak. He didn't seem like he had been in a spawn or anything. He was solid and just big, and it was a very healthy, nice fish.
Awesome. That's a great fish anywhere in the world for a 20-pound channel cat. That's just a stud anywhere you go, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blue cat tournaments that I would take 3 like that any day and be happy to have them.
Oh, yeah. Especially around here with our Ohio River. Yeah, I'll take some 20-pound cats.
You betcha. Chuck Davison, what in the world have you been doing?
Oh, just working a whole lot, trying to get my career back in the right direction. Hadn't been doing very much fishing, but I still got 15 years to get to retirement.
You'll be like Doc then, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
I see you doing a lot of shooting. What kind of shooting you been doing?
I've just been messing around up at the CMP range, shooting at some 10, just going out and shooting some assault rifles, staying tuned up.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to see you enjoying it. I know you live right there on the water, so surely you've been doing little fishing.
Oh, yeah. I just hadn't been able to get into anything.
Yep, I understand. Well, it's, we was talking earlier, it kind of rains every day around here, and
Yeah.
I think everywhere else, too.
Yeah, by the time you get a chance to do something, you're so behind in chores, you got to do them first, and then all of a sudden you don't have time to do anything.
Yeah, I mudded through my yard today just because it wasn't raining for a change, but it is what it is. If you don't mow it, it's got to be baled, and I don't have a tractor, so there you go.
That's right.
You guys have any questions for Chris and Chuck? Anything you want to know? Any comments to them? Be sure to put them in chat. We'll be happy to pass them along. They both have chat up, so they might even see stuff that the rest of us missed, because here in a little bit, as we're growing in numbers, it's probably going to start speeding up a little bit. And don't forget, we got a bunch of stuff to give away this afternoon, and we're going to be doing that here in just a little while. So, Chris, how's business over there? I know you'd started a new business and everything was a rocking and a rolling for you. Is that still screaming?
Yeah. When I went off the show, I had just started my own business. Of course, everybody knows me as Fudd. I started up a video game store, called it Fudd's Video Games. When I first started, I started in a shop that was about 25 by 25 feet, pretty small. It's something that I've always done, buying and selling video games. It's kind of what I did to help pay for all the fishing that I did and everything. I mainly sold on eBay before, but my buddy owns a plaza. He talked me into trying an actual brick and mortar shop. I'm glad he did. You know, in what we were just talking about, in the 3 years since that first little shop that was 20 by 25. I've moved 2 other times and tripled my square footage of my store each time, and I'm sitting in a shop now that's over 6,000 square feet, and I just have like probably one of the best game stores in the state. I mean, it's done really well in a market that is generally struggling overall, but I've been doing a lot of things different than other people do. If anybody knows me, knows that I'm different. So, but it's been working. You know, I've got managers who are there all the time, and in 3 years to be where we're at it's a blessing. I mean, it really is. It's been a ride, and it's been enjoyable. It's been a lot of hard work by me and the people that are around me. Even my wife had a lot of sacrifices with, you know, working and building. Each time I moved, it has to look the way I want it to look, and I had to spend a lot of money to get it to look that way. But I just felt like, you know, people would respond well to it, rather than just slapping a shop together and trying to get money for stuff. I felt like it had to have my personality to it. It had to be nice, and so it took a lot of work, and we did a lot of the work ourselves, you know. So, and my buddy Doug Parkinson, he was tremendous. He helped on every shop that I had. He's helped me build it out and do a lot of the hard manual labor, and I couldn't have done it without him. That's for sure.
That's awesome. Sounds like everything is rocking along. Chuck, let's reminisce a little bit. What do you say?
Let's do it.
You remember how Catfish Weekly got started?
Somewhat. Paul messaged us, asked us if we wanted to get on a video chat with him and Brian.
Yeah, the first thing that happened was Paul got a hold of me, and he was doing a radio broadcast on YouTube and wanted to know if he could interview me. And I said, yeah. So we done that on a Sunday night, and we got done. And as we do before and after the show, once the show's off, we still sit and visit. And I told Paul, I said, you know, Paul, if you could figure out a way to do that with video and audio at the same time live, you'd really have something. And he called me the following Wednesday and said, I've got it figured out. And that Sunday night, because we used to do the shows on Sunday night, you and me and Chris and Brian and Paul was all in first Catfish Weekly as we know it now.
Yeah, if you remember, actually, the original thing that he had was called After the Catch with Paul Ragsdale.
Yep. I didn't remember that name, but I do remember that. Yeah.
He took it from the show, the TV show. They did the After the Catch on like Wicked Tuna or something.
Yeah. None of us at the time knew that we would ever be able to do this, much less for 5 years. We didn't even know for sure that it worked that first night, but it did. And, Cindy and I lived way out in the country, and our internet was terrible, and the images was fuzzy, but, it was really cool to four guys that sit around and talk about catfishing. I mean, nobody ever thought that would be a thing. And I think the first week, if I remember right, 10 or 15 people was about all that watched the show. And, later on, that show has produced a lot more views than that. It's put on a lot more afterwards. And then you both was at the first live remote we ever did at Bass and More in Owensboro, Kentucky. We went down there and remember, Chris, I told you, I said, man, well, there's got to be a way we can do it live. And you said they've got to have a really good internet connection. And then I don't know if it'll work or not. And we took all the stuff down there, and Sheila said, we've got internet, the best that there is. And we popped her up, and it took off, and we interviewed people for hours down there that first time. It was a long time ago. They was in their little building, and we sat over there, and we've done one there every year since then.
Yep. Jim and Sheila are awesome. Yeah, I mean, when we first started doing that and everything, it really, I think to us, it didn't matter if it took off or didn't took off. It's really just about, talking catfishing with guys, and it was new, and it was a cool way for us to just sort of be in totally different areas, fishing totally different waters, and
That's
to sort
right.
of unite and talk about fishing, catfishing, and help.
Yeah, you was sitting over there in Indiana, close to the Ohio River. Well, I guess you're 3 or 4 hours away. Chuck was 3 or 4 hours away from Wheeler. And at the time we lived up home, that's before my mom passed away. She wasn't doing very good. And we was 11 miles from the Mississippi. So we wasn't even fishing the same type of water. There was nothing even close to ever. And Paul, he lived in St. Louis, and most of the time he fished that little lake down there.
I know that, like a lot of people, probably 10 years or so ago when I first started tournament catfishing pretty hardcore, Tim was Doc. Sorry, whichever, I say both names, Doc.
Yeah.
Really, truly one of the great people of catfishing. Honestly, I could call him up and say, hey, I'm going to the Ohio River. It could be the same tournament that he's fishing, and he would tell me spots, and he would tell me bait and techniques to fish, and really, give me real good information. And he's just super genuine, super great guy, and I've always admired and respected him for it, so.
But he's been that way with everybody.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, one of the great people, Tim.
Oh, thank you, Angry Cat.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Chuck, I remember that you used to talk about a guy all the time that was kind of your hero from down in your area.
Was that Phil King?
Phil King.
Yep.
Yeah, I read every magazine article that he was in. I tried to show up at tournaments just to watch him weigh in. I mean, drive, 2.5, 3 hours just to watch him weigh in.
I used to love to listen to you tell him stories about Phil, and you guys visiting on the phone, and you going to tournaments and seeing him. And I don't know when the first time you fished against him was, but Phil King is one of the all-time greats, and to you to have a relationship with Phil like you did was, to me, it was amazing. It was like me and Chris with Doc. That it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it was always hard to for me and Phil to fish the same tournament. The only tournament we've ever fished together or against each other was the Mississippi River Monsters tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I hurried back to make sure I didn't miss him weighing in.
Yeah.
And I got some good pictures of that, and it was great.
You know what, Doc?
It's that time.
It is. Chris, pick me out a number between 1 and 5. We're going to give some stuff away.
Between 1 and 5. Well, I got first place, so number 1.
I like that number, and congratulations again. The winner is Amy Williams. And Cindy will give it a spin and see what we can get for Amy.
Oh, you got the thingy fixed.
Oh, yeah. Got some new stuff. and it bounces back and forth. None of that crazy stuff. Demon Dragons. Amy, if you will contact the good folks at Demon Dragons and tell Nate and Mallory that you won some prizes on the prize wheel, they will hook you up with some of their great Demon Dragons. You're going to love them. We all use them all the time. They're a great product, great people to help us sponsor our show. Thanks for watching Catfish Weekly and be a part of the Rig Rat prize wheel game. That's something new you guys haven't been involved with.
Nope.
The Rig Rat prize wheel. Glenn come up with that idea, and him and I talked about it, and we put it into effect. And man, do we have a lot of fun with that.
I'm not seeing the chat that you guys are in. I still all I see is my hello. So I think you guys are gonna have to direct me where to go to see this chat.
It's in the YouTube chat. Thank you, Dirty Orr. We appreciate it so much.
Should be right on the right side.
That should be right on the right side of your deal, or you could. I should be able to go up there and pop the chat out. Cindy does that. I don't, but
Okay, so they're on. I got it. I think
you got it.
Okay. All
They
right.
want to know if you have a online, Chuck or Chris. Do you have an online store?
an online store.
Yeah, your business.
Oh no. Oh yes, my Fuzz Video Games. My website. No, I do not do any current shipping of products outside of the store. I might do that at some point. Generally, I'd have to have a software that would sort of sync up with my inventory, and I've just recently got a point of sale that's even possible. But I'm sure that'll still take quite a bit of work. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a question that was in chat, so I picked that up.
I believe I'm in the right chat on YouTube now. I see a lot of
stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in there. There's like 150 of them in there right now.
Chuck,
in fact, Glenn posted that if we hit 100 likes, he's going to give away a pack of
there's
like
150 of them in there right now. Chuck, Glenn posted that if we hit 100.
Put the volume off on there, Chris.
Is that coming from me?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
That took care of it. Chuck, you still live right down there on the lake?
Yeah, I'm right on the Skinny Water up. I'm upriver on Logan Martin between Logan Martin Lake and Henry Neely Lake. So I'm between Pell City and Ohatchee.
I used to think it was so cool that you would sit out there on your porch and do Catfish Weekly live right out there on your porch in the stars and the mosquitoes and all the stuff. That was so cool.
Remember that one night we were watching it and the shad were popping up and we seen a fish roll on a bunch of shad while we were live.
Yeah, I was going to do it tonight, but I got home too late.
Well, that happens. Hey, guys, I want to wish my daughter, Heather, a happy birthday. Today is her birthday, and Cindy and I's oldest child is 40 years old.
Mm.
So that ought to tell you something.
That's about how old I am.
Is that right?
41.
Oh, wow. Crazy. It's hard to believe. I remember when she was about that long.
Lyle, what year did you start the Twisted Cat forum?
Oh, gosh, Chuck, I don't know.
We lived out in.
Well, it was I started it right before we started doing the tournaments. It would have been 15, 16 years ago.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I think we give Twisted Cat Outdoor Tournaments to Alex 5 or 6 years ago, and we done them for 10 years, just shy of 10 years. So that's it'd be right in there close. We had that forum for a long time, and the spammers got to it, and we had put everything in place that we could put in place to keep them out, and still couldn't keep them out. And I finally said, "The heck with it! This wasn't worth it." Every morning I'd get up and it'd be loaded up with all kinds of stuff that kids shouldn't be on. And that was the one thing that we always tried to have things, or tried to keep things to where they was kid friendly, because, well, we all know how important kids are to our sport. So we didn't want any of that stuff on there. And I finally just had enough of it and shut it down. And I think basically all the forums, for the most part, they're not all gone, but they don't have near the impact on things since Facebook has come on. Facebook has taken over a lot of stuff like that.
Thank you, Paul Bird. He wondered how Heather could be 40 and I'm only 30.
Yeah, I mean, the BOC, if you remember that was the Brotherhood of Catfishing.
I remember when I was the 650 some member, when there was only like 600 of us in there. And of course, that was before I got kicked off 5 or 6 times. But
I think we all went through that. I was like 225.
Yeah, you'd been in there a while before I got there. And how many was there in there at the end before?
Oh, there was a bunch.
It was just astronomical numbers. And Paul, the guy that run that, sold it just in time, because pretty much after the other guys bought it, Facebook got real popular and things started going downhill, and they didn't do nearly as well, as things was doing. So he had a good run. At the beginning, as far as I know, that was the first Catfish web forum that there was, and it really, within a year or two, it really took off and growed astronomically.
Was either of you ever Team Ming Yang?
No. No. I do.
I ain't gonna lie, I sold 6 Abu Garcia reels and bought 6 Ming Yangs. It was the worst decision I think I've ever made in life.
I would say that's probably right. They was kind of a joke. I do remember Bobby Vargas made a video beating the hell out of one of them. You remember that?
I don't remember.
You remember it, Chuck?
I remember it,
Yeah, he just beat the crap out of that old Ming. It was hilarious, man. I like to crack up. It may have been as funny as Bobby and Troy Hansen fishing Mendota Lake with our Cherokee. We was up there fishing one year, and it was raining about like it is now, constantly all day, every day. And Cindy and I lost the boat. We went by, and I seen old Troy over, and he's a waving, and we tooled over to see where he's at. He says, "You got to look at this." And I looked down his boat, and I got 6 or 8 fish swimming around. The water was about halfway up their knees, and all them fish they was catching, they just let them swim around inside the bottom of that boat. And I thought, man, you guys are just completely crazy. And pretty much that's how it was. But what a great trip we had up there with them guys. It was a blast. It was a blast.
Man, this chat is flying.
And it's not as bad as it is other times. So it's not too bad.
I forgot who it was when right after they first come on, they said everybody something about a stand-up ovation for Chris and Chuck, like they did Holes.
I tell you, that's I watched the 3 games that St. Louis Cardinals played with Albert Pujols, first time back in 8 years, and every time he went to the plate, they give him a standing ovation, and some of them went on for several minutes, and that's kind of how it is having you guys back on here. It's just so awesome that you guys can come back and celebrate our 5th anniversary show with us. I think actually the 5th anniversary would have been between today and last Monday's show. I don't remember exactly what day. It may have been yesterday. I'm not sure. I did look it up here a while back on the date the first one was published. But, it was between times, and we had things lined up to do the other show for that. So we set this one up for this Monday. But, I mean, a few days, it's close enough. But, yeah, it's an honor to get you guys to come back on here with us on our 5th anniversary. Like I say, I don't think any of us ever thought that it would go as long as it did. And it started out just being fun. Everybody sitting around talking about fishing. And, you both probably remember this, but some of the coolest things that we did and didn't share a lot of times with people that was watching the show, we talked about before and after the show. We would talk about bait and places we fished, and Chuck was the first one that I knew of, besides myself, that ever got on Navionics or Google Earth. In fact, I'd never had been on Google Earth, and we was talking about that one night, and Chuck says you can't rely on Navionics because Google Earth has some stuff that Navionics doesn't have when you're pre-fishing before you leave to go to a tournament. And yep, I'll take care of that, Nate. But we shared some stuff with each other that probably some of it still never got out over past what we visited with.
All right. Glenn wants us to go ahead and give away a set of sinker slides in chat. So you want to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And the winner is Antique Catfishing. Antique Catfishing. Get a hold of Glenn. You have a pack of sinker slides.
And check out Antique Catfishing's YouTube page. He has some really cool content on some of the stuff over there. Been watching him the last few weeks, and everything really, really has been good. Jerry Dillard said, Google Earth, now you went too fast, Jerry.
Now you're bringing up too many secrets.
That was the first time I'd ever looked at Google Earth, is when Chuck, when us was talking about that, is I think it was after a show one night, and we was getting ready to, it might have been we was going to Monsters on the Ohio, Chuck.
I believe it was.
Yep, I think so, because I remember one year bait was really hard, and you was coming up there, and you stopped and caught some skipjack and flash froze them, so that I could make sure that I had some. As it turned out, we ended up having bait, but you never know. And I know you both remember going down there to Monsters on the Ohio and doing the interviews in the motel at the Ramada Inn and trying to get everybody back into the parking area at the Ramada Inn.
Yeah.
Some of us actually had to unhook our boats and get people to help us push some trailers back in because there just wasn't enough room for everybody to park.
I remember one year Chuck and I parked underneath that tree, and it filled our boats up with leaves.
Yeah, it sure did.
That storm came through the night, about sunk my Sea Ark.
I remember Dave and somebody else stringing ropes all over your Sea Ark down there one year, Doc.
Not mine. We did it to somebody else.
Oh, maybe that's how it was.
Yeah.
That was on Janet's, wasn't it?
Was it on?
We did it to Dave and Teresa.
Dave, yeah,
Right.
yeah, because he knew exactly who done it.
Well, they weren't sure because there was a couple of drunk girls up inside their boat.
Well, he told me you done it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Before you come out there.
You're talking about Google Earth, and I can tell you that, I think every partner I've ever had, I guess it's the competitive side of me, but I'm always pulling up Google Earth. And the cool thing about Google Earth, especially fishing some channel cat and lake tournaments and stuff like that, is them satellite images you might get might be when that water's way down, it's going to show you big rock piles. And I mean, you can really get some really interesting information off of them Google satellite images. And I've had plenty of them that turned out to be spots that I always catch fish on.
I would think for fishing rivers with dikes and stuff on it, that would be very helpful if the images would show up back when the water was down compared to now.
Well, you can do that, by using that yearly function that's on there.
Oh, yeah.
Slide rule that go just pick a date and it'll show you what it looks like that day. It's pretty cool.
That is. I know it's been some time back, probably last summer or something. I Googled our house and got the satellite image of it. And the image was so old. It was back when we still had our white Ford pickup sitting in front of the house instead of the one we have now. And we've had that, 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
time to spin.
That wasn't a very fresh image. Chuck, pick me out a number between 1 and 5, my friend.
Let's go with 4.
All righty. 1. 2, 3, 4, and the winner is Bink Fox. I think everybody knows Bink.
Oh, Bink.
Oh yeah.
Easy sinker slides. We're going to get into Glenn's pocket tonight, Doc. Bink, if you'll contact me after the show and give me your shipping address, I have a package of easy sinker slides here for you. You're going to love them. If you don't, just send them back. No lie, I'll use them for you. It ain't no big deal. Can't thank Glenn enough for everything he does for Catfish Weekly and the whole sport of catfishing. Great sponsor to our show and does a lot of good things for a lot of other people and for you guys. Hang on. A little later in the show, Glenn is going to join us to talk about some new products he's developed. Old Bink. Doc, not to take away anything from Chris and Chuck, but Bink's doing amazingly well after everything he went through a year or two ago, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing real good.
That's awesome, man. It's so good. It's a guy to go to, so as much stuff as he did to be getting along as well as he is. We're really happy about that.
Yeah.
Glenn says send them back to him. If he don't like them, I think that I probably take care of them for you, Glenn. I don't want you to have too many in stock. You might not be able to sell them all. I don't think that's a real issue.
Everything on that wheel's got a money-back guarantee.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. There you go. That is 100% correct. You guys in chat don't have anything else for Chris and Chuck? I mean, my gosh, no telling how long it'll be before we get these two back on here with us.
No,
Chuck, are you going to be fishing any tournaments in the near future, Chuck?
I hope to start getting back into some next year. I've got a console planned for my boat, and I want to try to get it finished up, and do some things I need to my boat that I've been wanting to do for a while before I get back on any.
Good deal. Good deal.
I've been putting so much stuff off. You got sometimes you just got to stop doing what you're doing to get caught up and get things like you want it.
Yep. That's for sure. You still have the white Alumacraft? Yes. Yep. Great boat.
Yeah, I'll probably have it for life. It's been a good one. It's not real big, but it's perfect for what I need.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Get you around good down there on the lake, and it's big enough. You've had it on the Mississippi and everywhere else. You've been on the Mississippi in it when there's pretty hot current out there.
Oh yeah. What, 7 mile an hour?
7 that last year.
That one time. Yeah, I remember that.
It's a little more than that. I have heard reports of the Missouri and the Mississippi both being 13 and above in this flood. Now, I've not been out on it, so I can't verify that, but I've had people tell me at certain areas in pinch points and stuff as high as 13 and over 13 mile an hour current up above St. Louis and on the Missouri River where it pinches down. So, like I say, I haven't seen that, but I've been told that by more than one person. That's pretty hot current to be out in.
Yeah, I was pinched up at 7.
Yeah. I bet you was.
It was, yeah, especially, when your anchor gets, you're in a spot where you think, well, I'll be able to get my anchor back up. It don't look too bad right here. Yeah, but, I mean, you couldn't. I mean, it's too much for my trolling motor or anything, just about.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. When you get out there on it and you see how much energy that river has up close and personal, it's amazing.
Well, Chuck, a lot of people that specifically fishes lakes are getting a sample of that this year, where a lot of them have never seen current in some of these lakes. Not like it is this year with all the rain and everything. It's just been unbelievable how much flooding and stuff that's going on all over the place. So to see them that much force go down the river, and when it bogs a big motor on your boat down to take off, you've done something.
Oh yeah.
Michael Cox wants to know if you guys have any tips on spawning fish.
Tips on spawn fishing.
Yeah, I need help because I couldn't get them in the boat this weekend.
Well, myself, I would say probably for channel cat tournament or channel cat fishing in general, if you normally catch 25, 30 fish, you're probably going to catch 10 or 12 fish during a spawn.
Yeah.
What you can basically try to figure out is whether or not you could be dealing with totally different water temperatures on each end of a lake. You can have fish that haven't quite started to spawn, and you can try to target them before they're kind of on their way to heading up to a spawning area. So possibly like a mid depth, or you can get up in the shallow water where you find rock, places where they're going to lay their eggs and some undercut where the male comes in and basically fans them eggs, and you can try to catch them on the beds. It's not necessarily easy at all. I've been in times where, yeah, leave them, let them spawn and chase crappie or something else is a good hope to do if you're fun fishing. Sometimes if you're tournament fishing and there are tournaments during them spawns, you got to try to put bigger fish in the boat and catch them. That you just gotta fish hard. You need to have good fresh bait. You got to be looking for them places where them nests are and trying to get the fish that are sitting there on them, and they're going to be very defensive. Anything in their area, they're gonna latch onto. But if you can catch the ones that haven't quite started that spawn out in that medium range, 12 foot, 15 foot, whatever it is in that body of water, you might catch them ones that haven't quite started or they've just come off. They might be super skinny and beat up. You do really, really have to have good aeration in your live well, a good live well that's keeping them fish, because once a fish is spawned, they're very weak. If you can, if it's going to be healthier for that fish to be in your live well, and instead of catching it, like say you got a limit or whatever it is, or you think it's too small to keep or whatever you have as an idea, if your live well is going to make that fish healthier, I would say put that fish in your live well and make it as healthy as you can, even if you don't need that fish. And then before you let it go, because sometimes catching that fish, tossing it right back in the water is just too stressful for them, and that will end up killing them. So
That's for
Good
sure.
point.
Chuck, what do you think?
Places that have on the lake that has the most oxygen, usually up tributaries or up at lower end of dams, stuff like that, to where the fish are going to migrate up into to actually spawn. So go to their breeding grounds and uh, try to catch the ones coming on and off before they actually bed up and quit eating. Um, and try live bait, something that's going to uh, endanger their eggs to where they're going to have to eat it to, get it off their eggs. Some live brim, something like that, that's going to be pecking at their eggs. Large crayfish. I've had luck on those also during the spawn. Um, but that's what I usually do. And then when the spawn's starting to get over, I usually try to find uh, the deepest holes up from the dam. I'll head down river, and the first couple of deepest holes, I'll fish those, because it seems like that's where they'll stop off first before they start heading back to the big water, a little at a time. But they do the same thing every year. They usually go back to the same places every winter. They'll just make a migration back and forth on these big lakes, especially the ones that are locked in large dams. They'll just migrate upriver to up the tributaries, and then ease their way back to the big water for the wintertime. All they want to do is eat, sleep, and try not to get caught.
That's right. That's right. Doc, what do you say?
I don't know. I struggled this past weekend. Roger DeMent Jr. and I were fishing together, and where I thought they would be, they weren't. And by the time we we were close, but we just couldn't put any fish in the boat. I mean, they were slamming the rods down, but the rods were coming up as fast as they were going down. So I got a feeling that we might have been dragging through a bed, and then they, hit it, get it out of their way, and then wouldn't eat the bait. They just bang it to get it out of that nest. So.
Well, I'll give you my take. If I know that the fish are spawning, I'm going to be looking for structure where blues and flatheads are going to spawn. And that's going to be in root balls and laydowns and brush piles and stuff like that. And I'm not going to drag the bait through them, but I'll either cast to the outside of it or drag to the outside of it. And I'm either going to be using the freshest cut bait that I can get or live stuff. And I'm going to be trying to catch the females that's already laid their eggs, so I don't mess with the males because they're guarding the nest. And if they hit it, they probably won't go back to that nest so those fry can raise. But when those female get done spawning, they usually don't go too far, and they're hungry and they're ready to eat. And them's the ones I'm looking for. Hope that helps you out a little bit.
Chad, whoa, if I know the fish are spawning, I stay home.
That's not a bad idea, really.
I'll tell you what, this last weekend in my game plan, when I thought the fish were on the spawn, I figured the channel cats were on the spawn. My game plan mainly consisted of targeting flatheads.
Yeah.
I hope that they hadn't started yet. Our tournaments are with the Master Bait and Tackle out of Chesterfield. Their night tournaments start at 7:30 at night and end at 8:30 in the morning. So they're 11-hour tournaments or 13-hour tournaments. I'm sorry. We fished anchored up using live gills and cut bluegills until 5 o'clock in the morning. We didn't start dragging, trying to catch channel cats really until after 5 in the morning. So we were really targeting flatheads and trying to get 1 or 2, even 8 or 10 pound flatheads. And we thought that might have been, a winning formula for us, but we could not get a flathead to bite. Believe it or not, I caught those 2 and 3 pound channel cats on live bluegills. It was almost astounding to think that they could even try to eat those.
Wow, that's amazing. But them catfish can open up so wide. The littlest fish can get a great big bluegill or shad in, and they don't have to get it all in at once. They'll take 2 stabs at it if they got to. They'll get it if they want it. Well, guys, we got a bunch of stuff to give away tonight. I can't thank you guys enough for joining us on the show. It's been a great deal to have you all on here. I hope it's not 5 years before you guys come back. It's been a ton of fun. We need to set this up and get you guys both back on here at another time and enjoy visiting with you some more.
Absolutely. I
That'd
did
be great.
see a couple questions on there that asked if we missed doing the show. I can tell you that I did. It's talking with these guys and all the people that were a part of the show and that are part of the show now. It's definitely something that you definitely. I mean, you couldn't be a fisherman and not enjoy talking fishing with guys and stuff. So,
That's true.
it was definitely a good time, and I enjoyed it, and I've missed it.
Well, Chris, we need to have you back on here one of these days. And like I say, we don't want to wait 5 years to do it the next time. Get you back on here. We'll talk about really serious fishing instead of just reminiscing about the old days.
Absolutely.
All right. Chuck, my friend, I can't thank you enough. I know how busy you are working all the time and doing all the stuff you do. Miss you guys being on here and can't thank you enough for taking your Monday night out to help us out.
Oh, it was great. I look forward to getting on here with you guys and shooting the crap a little bit about fish, and it's a great time.
Well, I appreciate it, fellas.
Fine.
Like I say, let's get you back on here. We'll get both of you back on here, and we'll talk about some serious stuff. Chuck, you get to catching some fish, man. It looks like you need one bad.
I'm on vacation the end of July, and I'll be out there.
All right. Sounds good, man. Thanks again, fellas. We appreciate it so much.
All right. Y'all
Thank
be good.
you.
Thanks for having us.
All righty.
Yep.
Doc, it was a lot of fun catching up with those guys. We haven't talked to them in a long time. And, man, I'm glad that they're both doing really well and everything's going wonderful for them. But you know what? I've got some other stuff to talk about, too. I want to mention that our buddy that helps us out a little bit, a great deal, actually, Nate and Mallory at Tackle Bandit, have up for auction the first pack of Rods for Warrior flag demon dragons. They have the American flag made into them, and they're going to do an auction, and I believe that starts at midnight tonight, and I think you can go to tacklebandit.com and bid on them, and the auction starts at $1, and you can bid in $1 increments. It'll run until midnight tonight. It ends, I guess, at midnight tonight. So you need to get on over there and make those bids on them. These things look really cool. Got the stars and stripes on them, and this is the first pack of demon dragons like this, and 100% of the money is going to go to Rods for Warrior. So it's a great cause. Get them bids in there and help those guys out. Another thing that I want to mention before we get started on this stuff is our old buddy Cliff Miller and Caleb Shepard fished a tournament over the weekend, and I'm not sure where it's at. Let's see if I can find it out. Oh, it was over at Lake Springfield, Illinois, and Cliff and Caleb got first place with 90 plus pounds, and they had big fish at 51. Second place was Mark Blau and John Rusky. Third place was Joe Lucky and Mikey with 62 pounds, and fourth place was Eric Sassy and Thompson. Great turnout for their tournament over there, and a great job they had done. So good job for Cliff. We're really happy for him winning another tournament. That's outstanding. And don't forget, tacklebandits.com. Go over there and bid on those demon dragons. They look awesome. You'll see the picture of them when you go on there. Time to spin. Doc, lay it on me.
5.
1. 3, 4, and 5. The winner is Thad Brown. See what Cindy can do for Thad tonight. That rig wrap prize wheels are working really good. Chubby Fish Outdoors. Thad, if you'll contact the folks at Chubby Fish Outdoors and tell them you won on the rig wrap prize wheel, they will hook you up with some great products from their store. Thank Chubby Fish Outdoors for being a sponsor of Catfish Weekly. And Thad, thanks for playing the rig wrap prize wheel. We appreciate it so much. Appreciate you watching our show. Bill, I'm glad you like it. I worked hard on that. It probably took me 5 or 6 minutes today to fix that, and Glenn had sent me stuff because Cindy broke the one I made, so he made some and shipped them to me all the way from Florida, so I'd have the right stuff. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Doc, I got a ton of stuff to give away tonight.
All right, we better get going.
Let's do it. We're going to give away some stuff. So hang on, folks. We're going to have Glenn on here in just a little bit, but I want to get a head start on some of this giveaway stuff. If not, we're going to be here a while. We got 2 hats and 2 lanyards that we're going to give away from Offshore Tackle. Be 2 separate deals, Doc.
Okay, 2 winners.
2 winners.
All right. First one is Neil Craig.
Neil Craig.
And the second one is Brian Wagner.
Brian Wagner. Now, this next one we got to do, did we show this on the show last time?
I don't remember.
Well, we're going to show it this time. If I can get it undone. Cindy had it all folded up real nice and pretty. This is from King Kraken. We gave away the shirts last time.
This way, Bob. Up like this.
Oh.
You got to stand up.
And I believe this is a flag from King Kraken.
Oh, that's cool.
It is. It's really nice. And they've got a couple of decals that they sent with it. And that's what we're going to give away right now.
And the winner is Randy Chitwood.
Randy Chitwood.
Chitwood.
Now, all of you winners, that's the stuff that we have here. You will need to send me your information. The easiest way to do it is message us on Catfish Weekly's Facebook page and give me your shipping addresses, and we will ship it out from here. The stuff that is not here, that is people have give us or donated that they're shipping from their location, you will have to contact those folks. And from Precision Water and Power Sports, we have a hat and a keychain for your boat.
And the winner is Stephen Hare.
Stephen Hare.
Hair. Stephen Hare.
All right, Stephen, I have this right here for you. I want to thank Precision Power and Water Sports for everything they do for us. They're a great company to deal with. They have a new Excel boat sitting up there waiting for me, a new Stormcat. Can't wait to get it. And by the way, Doc, we finalized our deal with Excel, and Excel is now the official boat sponsor of Catfish Weekly.
All right.
Pretty cool deal.
Yeah.
Pretty cool deal. Now, I told you, Doc, the last time when we had our big giveaway show that Justin Grisham would give us a bunch of stuff from Angry Cat Bobbers. And it was underneath some stuff that I didn't get unloaded out of the truck, and I didn't get to give it away. Some of it was supposed to be given away at our big giveaway show, and some of it was supposed to be given away on this show. And since it all didn't get, it was underneath stuff in the truck, and we hadn't got the truck unloaded, we're going to give her away tonight.
Okay.
All right. And the first thing that we're going to give away is a 2-pack of Angry Cat bobbers and a package of Angry Cat hooks. And these hooks have glow-in-the-dark coatings on the hooks. And I believe that he told me these are Mad Catter hooks from Hooker's Terminal Tackle. Get them where you can see them. But they glow in the dark, so that's a pretty cool deal. Let's see if it's, yeah, Hooker's Terminal Tackles. Yeah, 8/0. Reapers.
And the winner is Mike Greenwell.
Mike Greenwell. Congratulations, Mike. You know what, Doc? That worked out really well. What do you say we do that again? Well, these are smaller bobbers. Smaller cat bobbers, but the same hooks.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute. They're not marked. Yes, they are. These are 10/0 DS. Oh, there's the H right there. There you go. Okay.
And the winner is Justin's Fishing Fetish.
Justin's Fishing Fetish.
They need to contact you, don't they?
Contact us right here. Just message us on Catfish Weekly's Facebook page.
I met Justin this past weekend.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was good.
I'll bet. He's a hoot, man.
Yeah, he is.
Great guy.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so I just grabbed to re-up this thing.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, well, I do about every 30 seconds, so I'm good to go. What's next?
What's next is 2 packs of hooks. One pack is a Mad Catter 10-aught, and the other is 10-aught BS.
Okay, and the winner is Adam Isaacs.
Adam Isaacs.
ISACS. Adam Isaacs.
I'm marking them on here too.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have any repeats.
Well,
but I keep re-upping the thing about every 30 seconds, so we're
right. All right.
a lot of people in here.
That's going to do us with that for tonight. We can't thank Angry Cat enough for all the stuff that they done. It was amazing that they give us that stuff and being patient with us to where we didn't we didn't really forget to do it. We just didn't have it. Oh, we have, this was laying on the desk. Cindy told me to remember it and I forgot it. An Angry Cat Bobber sticker and an Angry Cat Bobber towel. That looks pretty cool now.
Yeah. And the winner is Harley Neal.
Harley Neal. Congratulations, Harley. I really want to keep that towel for myself. Maybe Justin will sell me one. I bet he would. From Tackle Bandit, they have a prize pack of stuff coming from them. This will be a prize that you have to contact them and tell them that you won. It'll come direct from Tackle Bandit. So tell me who the winner is, Doc.
Lightning Bug Tracy. See, I didn't mess that thing up this time.
Oh, Tracy, just get a hold of Nate Davis at Tackle Bandit and he will hook you up. Thank you guys for being a sponsor to this giveaway that we're doing. That'll be a lot of fun. And you'll like everything that comes from Tackle Bandit. They're great folks. I want to save Glenn's stuff for when Glenn's on the show. I'll tell you what we got here. We have a prize. We have two real repair or real cleanings. Two real cleanings to two different people from River Rat Reel Repair. And that is so cool of them to do that. You have to send your reels down there. They'll clean them up, tell you if they need anything. And if they don't, they won't tell you need anything. They do amazing stuff. And if you got one that needs to be worked on, you can send it while you're going and he'll fix them up. Man, he's awesome on fishing reels. He does all the work for us. And we're really proud of everything that he does. So we need two winners.
All right. The first one is Maurice Kaysen.
Congratulations, Maurice.
Let me reload this. And the second one is Big Horns 55.
Big Horns 55. You guys just get a hold of River Rat Reel Repair and tell them that you won on the prize on our 5th anniversary show, and they will hook you up and give you shipping addresses and tell you all the specifics. It was awesome of them to donate them two reel repairs to two different people. That was really cool. Thank you so much. Hey, Doc, I think we better
spin, isn't it?
Yep. Cindy, give me a number.
1.
Keith, Joe Buck 66 McKinney. Whisker Sticks, LED lights. Keith, if you will contact the good folks at Whisker Sticks LED Lights and tell Tim or Lena that you won on Catfish Weekly's 5th year anniversary giveaway, they will hook you up with some great LED lights. They are super duper bright. They last forever. I just got done watching Lena's giveaway, Doc. I don't know if you've seen that or not, where she had froze a bottle and they kept them in different areas of the house and how long they lasted. It was amazing how long them things lasted for. Really cool deal. And the one that was frozen in the bottle actually lasted the longest.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. They kept it in their freezer downstairs. And she'd go ever so often. She'd go make a trip up and down the house and show everybody how long that stuff lasted. It was really, really amazing deal. But if you contact the good folks, they will hook you up with some great prizes. Want to thank the Whisker Sticks for being a part of Catfish Weekly. And we got some stuff of theirs we're going to give away here in a little bit. For those of us that was on the big giveaway show here a couple of weeks ago, we had a great big package of stuff that Dale's from Dale's Tackle donated to us. And it was sinkers and sinker slides and just all kinds of stuff. And he's decided that he would do another package just like that for this show. So this winner will have to contact Dale at Dale's Tackle, and he will ship this stuff directly out for him. Just tell Dale that you won the prize on the giveaway for our 5th anniversary show, and he will fix you right up. So, Doc, tell me who the winner is.
Hang on a minute here. And the winner is Fishing with Big Nasty.
Fishing with Big Nasty. You are the winner. Contact Dale's Tackle and tell him you won the package for the 5th anniversary giveaway, and he will get that right out to you. Dale, thank you so much for helping us out and being on our prize wheel and all the stuff. We appreciate it so much. Great sponsor to our show. Let me, while we're giving stuff away, let me send Glenn a link. What do you say?
Okay. I love giving his stuff away.
Well, everybody seems to like getting in Glenn's pocket, and you know what? I think it's funny.
We do the best we can.
Yeah, we try to give his stuff away as much as we can. We really do. So he should be ready to come in here. And while we're waiting on him, our good buddy Tim up at All American Catfish Tournaments in Kansas City, Missouri. Actually, I think he's in Kansas City, Kansas. Has donated a free entry to one of their tournaments. Plus,
in Kansas City, Missouri.
Turn the volume down.
Kansas.
Stuff off, man. There you go. He's also give us 2 shirts and 2 mugs. So, Doc, what do you think? I think the easiest way to do this is to give away the entry to the tournament to one person, and then give away a mug and a shirt to one person and a mug and a shirt from one person.
Okay. Whatever you want to do.
Don't you think that makes sense? And for this, you guys just need to contact him at All American Catfish. He's on Facebook, or you can email him or any of that stuff, and they will take care of this. They'll be shipping it direct from their place. So, Doc, tell us who the winner of the free entry to an All American Catfish tournament is.
Trevor Niederhoff.
Trevor Niederhoff. Congratulations.
What do you win?
Free entry to All American Catfish tournament. And then the shirts that they have are really nice, and the mugs are outstanding. So if that tells you they are really cool stuff, and there would be 2 more winners from All American. One will get a shirt and a mug, and the other one will get a shirt and a mug.
And that winner is Jerry Drawdy. Drawdy.
And we're going to be talking about Jerry in just a little while.
And the second winner is Kevin Wallace. Kevin Wallace.
All right. Congratulations, guys. Just get a hold of Tim Berger at All American Catfish. Tell him you was winners on the Catfish Weekly Giveaway 5th anniversary show, and he will hook you up. Tim, we can't thank you enough for donating an entry to one of your tournaments and 2 shirts and 2 mugs. We appreciate it so much. You're a great friend. What's that?
He's in chat.
Tim is?
Thank you,
Yeah,
Tim.
All American Catfish Tournament.
Yeah, Tim's the best. I wish him the best of luck. He's doing a fabulous job up there running them tournaments. The problem is the same as it is everywhere else, Doc. They got high water and they haven't been holding too many tournaments lately. Yeah. But he has went to his page and hooked people up with different places they could go to fish other tournaments. His water's been so high, but I seen that he had posted some pictures in the last couple of days at the boat ramp where they're going to be holding some tournaments. So they are going to be having tournaments in the Kansas City area very soon. Again, Tim, thank you so much for everything you do. We appreciate it much.
You do a shirt and a mug.
Hi there, Glenn.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Happy 5th anniversary.
Thank you, sir. It was so much fun to have Chuck and Chris on the show with us. I mean, we hadn't talked to them guys. We see them once in a while. Chris at some tournaments. Hadn't seen Chuck in a long time. He's been busy with work and shooting and all the stuff that he does, but it was really, really a lot of fun and to have those guys on the show. I hope everybody enjoyed them being back on with us as much as I enjoyed having them on here. And I know, Doc, you did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast. So, Glenn, what's going on, man?
I'm telling you, I'm just having a riot watching the show and watching the chat. Everybody's having a great time. A lot of prizes being given away. And
you know, Glenn, we've been kind of easy on you tonight. We haven't gotten your pocket too deep, but we're fixing to.
Yeah, everybody's trying to get in my pocket tonight. You know, what's up with that? I mean, I got fun, you know, making posts. You know, you and Doc are giving me, you know, a little bit of grief.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that all winter when we was all freezing our tookuses off, you was making fun of us.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was just stating, you know, the weather in South Florida.
Yeah, but you was enjoying it too damn much.
Okay, I was enjoying it a little bit, sure.
Oh, man. Glenn, it's so great to have you on here. I want to take a break for a minute from giving away some stuff and let you tell us about a couple of new things you got going.
Well, I was actually hoping to have the samples in for tonight, and they still haven't shown up. So I've got a couple of, you know, I kind of took my lead from Doc with all his props and stuff from last week. I figured, you know, that's a great idea.
You like that, huh?
I did.
I did.
You know, but the problem is, Lyle, is that while I'm on here, I'm not exactly sure how I can, well, let's try this. Now, if you lose me, you know, don't get upset with me.
If we lose you, I'll just continue giving stuff away till you get back in.
Yeah, of course you will. Thank you very much. You know, all right. So everybody's, you know, everybody that has a Rig Pack 60, and there's thousands of you out there. Thank you. I got something you're going to love. One of the things that happens is that we go out and we go fishing, and normally you've got everything you need right in the rig pack. But, you know, a lot of guys have tackle trays, you know, full of their terminal stuff, and they've got to, you know, they want to be able to rig up maybe a little differently than what they have in the rig pack. So we are coming out with a product called the Pack-All. And the Pack-All, do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
The Pack-All is like a saddlebag that fits over the rig pack. Okay? And it has two main pockets on the inside that will fit tackle trays, like a plain old 3650. On one side, you've got another big pocket. And on the other side, you have a smaller pocket and a bottle holder and some tool straps. On the bigger side, you've got two big pockets. You've got a smaller pocket and two what they call cross pockets, plus a big net pocket. So this thing is going to hold a lot of stuff. And the neat part about it is the rig pack slips right up in between that. You can see on the bottom picture, you can see a little hole in the middle there. The handle fits right through it. So now you can carry the rig pack, and you've got the Pack-All, which the Pack-All you can take off and you can drape over a seat or whatever the case might be, or you can just use it on its own. So that's what's coming.
Sonny Parker goes, more pillows for your guests on the boat. Thanks, buddy. I remember that.
Oh man.
The next one, now I've got to figure out how to do this, guys, so bear with me.
Hey, you're doing pretty good right now.
Heck
Yeah, well, that's easy because I got to move this one to get to the other one. Okay, I stopped sharing this one. All right, you got me back?
Yeah.
All right, so we get rid of that. And now, as most everybody knows, I'm kind of an inventive kind of guy. I'm always looking at stuff going, how can we do it better? Okay. As a fisherman, I know how important it is to have the right kind of stuff available. So you're all familiar with these. These came out a few years ago. They kind of look like a paper clip. These fast clips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I looked at that and I went, what's the problem with that? The problem is that many of these fast clips, they come to a half round where actually a V in the center on both ends. So I looked at that and I said, what it doesn't do, it doesn't give you full range of motion. So what I did was, and I got to figure out how to do this. Where did it go? Son of a. Okay. You see the whole thing?
I see it all, man.
Yeah, we saw.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I did was I developed the Rig Wrap Quick Clip. Now, what you can see with this is that the ends are round. So now you have full range of motion. The other thing is that the top end on most of those were 175. We brought ours up to 200 pounds. So that's another item that's coming. You want more?
Sure.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the neat part about these two, just so you know, is that most of the other manufacturers, I think they pack them like 10 or 12 to a pack, and they're like $5.99. We're gonna have 24 to a pack for $10. So again, I always try to add value where I can.
That's awesome. I like full range of motion.
Yeah, that's going to be key. Now I got one more item. This is coming in. I'm going to start testing it out. But with knives that are out there, and I'll use Bubba Blade as an example. Great knife, great grip, but they're $50-$60, a blade. It's crazy. So I have a lot of contacts offshore as far as new products, and I want to be alerted to developments and things like that. And a company that I've talked to in the past a number of times contacted me about a month ago and said, "Hey, we've got a great new product." I said, "All right, let me see it." And we had them make a couple of adjustments, and now I haven't determined whether we're going to bring this in or not. But I've got some samples coming in to test. But if everything works the way I believe it's going to work, this is going to be cool. And I don't have a name for this yet. So if anybody's got a good name, let me know. You got it?
Nice.
Yep.
These are titanium coated flexible stainless steel interchangeable blades. So now instead of going out and buying 3 blades, you got them right there in a nice little pack. And they change out really easy and simple. It's a no slip handle. It's a great flexible blade, super sharp from what I'm told. So they're coming in and we're going to test it out. Now what I'm going to do is and let me get rid of this. Okay. So I have no idea where I am here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is sometime probably the end of this week or early part of next week, when all these samples come in, I'm going to put do a live show on Facebook and go through all the products again.
Glen Sue.
The Glen Sue.
I like that.
We have a winner.
Glen Sue.
That's funny.
I like
So
that.
did I.
Who said that?
Hey, we need to spin the wheel.
John
Okay.
Spear said that.
John Spear said that. That's awesome, John. I man, with the minute I seen that, I was cracking up.
You know what? I think maybe the spear might be a good one, although that sounds a little threatening.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Glenn, pick me out a number between 1 and 5.
2.
2 it is. 1, 2. And the winner is John Radliff, Ratliff. Congratulations, John. You are the next contestant on the Rig Wrap Prize Wheel game. And you have won Hooker's Terminal Tackle, Reaper Hooks. If you will contact James R. Wood at Hooker's Terminal Tackle and tell him you was the winner on our 5th anniversary at a spin on the Rig Wrap Prize Wheel, he will hook you up. He is such a great guy, got great products. He's been a sponsor to our show for a long time, and not only does he help us out, he helps a lot of other people out in the catfishing industry. James, thank you so much, and thank you for playing the Rig Wrap Prize Wheel game and watching Catfish Weekly. And for you that don't know it, we got a big prize coming up from James in just a little while on some more of our giveaways.
I'm certainly glad you're not getting in my pocket.
Let me explain something to you, my man. I have a pile from Rig Wrap. You see all this stuff here?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I've been saving that up just for you. I thought it'd be fitting to see you
saving it up just for your boat.
What's that?
You've been saving it up just for your boat.
No. I thought it'd be funny to watch you squirm around in that chair while we give your stuff away.
Someone said
Why?
that.
Why is that so much fun?
Because we don't get to see it every day, and it's fun when we do it. Doc, help me out here.
Someone did say that Glenn could buy our boat out here, and then he could sponsor them. They could use the boat, and he could sponsor them.
I have an interested party, so you don't mess around very long, Glenn.
Wow.
Make you a deal, but it's got to be pretty quick. This guy's pretty interested.
You know what boat I'm going to sponsor?
Glenn,
I'm going to put a full wrap on it. I'm going to put a full wrap on Doc's prop boat.
He's got a kayak. It'd be cheaper to wrap that.
No, I think his little prop boat would be real cheap.
Oh, my little this one. Yeah.
Oh man. You know, Glenn.
He's talking this boat right here.
I was expecting you to have at least like a big, tub of water and a fan going or something. Let's little bit of seaweed and rocks. Rick. Well, you had the peanuts, so that worked.
Yeah. You know what, Glenn? I got a package from you here a while back. They had a bunch of cool stuff in it, but I got another one from you since then that had one of the deals in it that I'm so mostly proud of you for coming up with, and that was the Easy Sinker Slides.
Yeah, those are awesome.
These are an amazing product for those that you haven't tried it. And Glenn sent me a few of these.
I did.
So we're going to get a few of them away. So, Doc, you just start pulling out names, and we're going to do these 4 times to start with.
4 times?
4 times on the Easy Sinker Slides.
Wait a minute, 4 times?
4 different winners.
All right. The first one is Neil Craig.
Congratulations, Neil. Send me your information after the show, and I will ship you out a package of 6 Easy Sinker Slides.
The next one is John Patrick.
John Patrick, congratulations.
The next one is Kyle Rutt, R-U-T-T.
Congratulations, Kyle. You are a winner. I before you pull the last one out, Doc, I wonder if these guys are enjoy us giving away Glenn's product as much as we're enjoy doing it.
Why?
Oops.
Why?
Just
Why do you have to give me so much grief?
because these are such great products, and we appreciate you doing it so much. It wouldn't be fair if we didn't share the entertainment factor with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really the Sinker Slide. Let me point something out to folks because I've been getting a few messages about it. This batch of the Easy Sinker Slides, we made some minor adjustments to. First of all, the little pinch in the middle has been refined, so the pinch is better, and it doesn't rock so much. The line doesn't rock that much in the slide chamber anymore, which is great. The other thing was I was getting a lot of complaints that the number 7 dual lock swivel that we have on there or clip was too strong. When it would get hung up, you'd lose everything because you couldn't pull everything out. So what we did is we took the wire down a gauge just so that if you pull out, you're not going to lose your whole rig. It still works really well for 16 ounces or more. So if you guys see a little difference, that's what it is.
Cool.
You're right, Angry Cat. That is a fact. I like watching Glenn's oh crap face every time.
Yeah.
All right, Doc. We got another winner.
Josh Pitts.
John.
Pitts.
All right.
I need to contact you.
Yep. All of you guys need to contact me for the Rig Wrap products. I have them here. Be sure to include your shipping address. You can contact us on Catfish Weekly on Facebook. Just send us a private message and we will get them out. Here's one of the things, Glenn, that you come out with. I don't do as much night fishing as I used to. These are amazing products. I love the Easy Sinker Slides, but these bite lights, again, great product that you come up with to be, and it flashes red when it's just sitting there just every once in a while. And when a fish strikes it, they start flashing real fast green. And it doesn't, you can adjust them to fine tune them in. It's really a neat product for guys fishing at night. This is a product used on a boat, on a bank, anywhere you want to. It works great.
Yeah, the bite light's pretty cool.
Yep, it really is.
I can't take credit for that. I mean, that bite light's been around, but it's been a knockoff, and it took me a long time to find the actual manufacturer because you can find some of the cheap knockoffs, but this one is really, really good. And so it's a cool product.
It is.
It's different rod sizes. That's
right. I was just going to say there's 2 pieces that go in the bottom of them, and this one's for your small diameter rods, tips, and this is for your larger rods. So, Doc, who's the winner?
Ratfish 1000.
Okay.
Ratfish 1000.
Ratfish, what you'll have to do when you send your shipping information to us via messenger on Facebook, you're going to have to tell us that you won, and I'll have to have your correct name, shipping address, and so on, so we make sure that you get the bite lights. Great product. Glenn, thank you so much for inventing something like that.
I can't take credit for inventing that.
Okay. Since
I'm
trying to really nice to you.
They want to know what's that light called.
Bite Light.
Okay.
Bitelite. You can get them from Dale's Tackle. You can get them from, I think Tackle Bandit has them. I think John from Warrior Cat Tackle might still have a few, and we certainly have them on our website at rigwrap.com.
So there you go.
My favorite.
What?
That's my favorite.
This is Cindy's favorite.
What's that?
Very possibly could be my favorite because I do all the rig tying. It's a pair of Ceramax scissors with Randy Howell's smiling face on it.
Yeah, Randy's the best.
He's a great guy. He's a great bass fisherman. If we could ever convert him over to catfishing, the old catfishing world be in trouble, I'm afraid.
I think that anything that Randy sets his mind to doing, he will do it absolutely top notch.
You guys,
one of the nicest gentlemen I have ever had the pleasure of meeting and calling a friend.
He's a great guy.
He is.
These you've heard us talk about these on our show many, many times. I've cut as much as 4 strands of 100-pound braid with these at one time. Just snips right through them. We cut braid. We cut mono. 80-pound braid is nothing for it. We tie all of our rigs and trim all our tags off with these. They will go right through the big braid and the big mono that you make your leaders out of. Your 80-pound, 100-pound leader material just snap through them like you did nothing. They have serrated blades on them. They're made of ceramic. Love them, and you will love them too. So, Doc, you giving some of them?
No, I just said I hang them on my lanyard.
Cindy has got one of these offshore tackle lanyards, and she clips these on there.
Yeah, I'll give them one.
And I'm going to tell you right now, you don't take them away from her because she ain't going to let you have them. And just because we're going to make this we're going to sweeten the pot. Cindy said give away one of these lanyards with these Ceramax scissors. And I think that's a great idea if you don't mind, Glenn.
No, that's fine. I attach my scissors to a retractable lanyard whenever I'm out fishing.
Well, there you go. So somebody's going to win a prize, Doc. Who might it be?
Avery Sunderland.
Would you spell that?
Sunderland.
Avery, thanks for watching Catfish Weekly. You're the proud owner of a set of Ceramax super cutters, and we're going to throw in an offshore tackle lanyard with that, so you too can have them around your neck like Cindy does. I tell you, I got mine on a lanyard too, but I don't carry them around my neck because that bothers me. But I have them on the steering wheel or on the shifter on the boat. They're up on the dash. I've got them where I can get them because we use them a lot.
I had to use.
Get yourself one of those cheap plastic retractable, and just wrap them there, clip them on your belt.
You never ran the boat with me, Glenn. I lose everything that I touch.
When I was fishing the chick fight, I had a hat on that had a string, and while Nikki was reeling her fish in,
you had the scissors hanging off the string off your hat?
Yeah, I didn't have the hat on. Hannah did, and the string got caught up in the reel while she was reeling it, and she couldn't finish reeling, so I had to hurry up and.
Was that the leather ones?
No.
Okay.
It was the one with the strings on it that
heavy.
Hat, but I had to cut it so she could finish reeling that in, and it was handy and it worked really good.
They're awesome scissors. You're gonna love them.
Yeah, no, they took many generations to get it right.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna give away one more thing, Glenn. I'm gonna be gentle on you tonight. For the greatest storage system known to the fishing industry, we have some rig wrap oranges where you can put your sinker, your line, your rig, your hook, and everything in a pack of 2. Doc, who gets them?
T-Med Alexander.
T-Med Alexander. Contact me after the show with your shipping address, my man, and we're going to ship these out. Glenn, thank you so much for everything you do, not just for us, but for the entire fishing industry. I mean, I know you help tournaments, and I know you help different people with different things, and that all adds up. It's a good thing you got great people like James Dockery buying a bunch of stuff so you can afford to do it.
I shipped out 48 sinker slide to James Dockery, I don't know, must have been 2-3 weeks ago. Now, I don't know if any of you guys saw the post, but we're offering free shipping on the bulk pack of the sinker slides. And who was the first one to buy 48 more?
James Dockery.
His wife.
His wife is going to kick his butt. This guy's got more rig wrap inventory than I do.
What great folks. Katie and James are some of the greatest people in the world. Their daughter is an awesome young lady. They are so swell to be around. You and I had talked about this because I kind of knew a little bit about your saddle for the Rig Pack 60 that you come out with, and well, oh yeah,
I don't know if it'll float.
Will it float?
Depends on what's in it. If you load the thing up with all your weights, no.
Yeah, nothing will then.
It's got, if it's got a few tackle trays in it, that it'll stay up long enough for you to turn around and go get it.
I think it'd be
I'll
awesome.
come up with a tip for it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll end up losing it if I don't.
I think
You want me to send you one up, Doc? So you got a prop?
Yeah.
call the
Give me
knives.
the measurements on that boat, Doc, and I'll do up the wrap for you.
Okay.
Big B Camo says call the knives Easy Wrap Easy Rig Wrap Easy Fillet.
Easy 3 fillet knife.
Easy 3. That's it.
I was thinking of like the triple threat or triple play.
That's good.
Yeah. I think that every time
I'm not sold on anything yet. The Glen suit kind of is interesting, but I don't have that.
I like that.
Yeah, but I don't have that kind of ego. I'm a better behind the scenes kind of guy.
And a triple suit.
That is a good knife. I like the way that.
Yeah, it is.
And it's got a sheath.
It's really cool. It's got this button that you just press the button, the blade comes out, throw another one in, and boom, you're good to go. And that little pack that it comes in is so cool. And I'll tell you right now, guys, the price on this knife is going to be less than $40.
Oh, wow.
And that's for 3 blades with a non-slip handle.
The non-slip handle should sell itself.
Well, look at I think that the folks at Bubble Blade did a great job. I love their handle. And I was determined to find a really good knife with a really good handle that was anti-slip. So that's what the Glen Suit triple threat, whatever the heck it's going to be called, set up.
3 and out. The Glen Cove 3B.
The what?
They're rolling in here, dude. You're going to have to rewatch the show so you can get all the names everybody's throwing out there.
I'll tell you what. If somebody comes up with a good name,
Chop All is pretty cool.
What's that?
Rig Wrap Chop All.
Yeah, you're not chopping though. It's a fillet.
No, it's a fillet knife.
Yes, I mean but it has to be a nice short, to the point name like Bubble Blade. What a name! Great name.
Shed Shank.
The who?
Shed Shank.
Yeah.
Shad Shank.
That's pretty good.
Shank is a little bit,
Yeah, I understand, but it's pretty catchy.
No. I like it. I mean, keep them coming. But I'll tell you what, if somebody comes up with a name that I use, I'm going to send them out a set for free.
There you go. That's a heck of a deal. So keep track of who said what.
Or Glenn's going to have starter page.
That's right. Glenn, I got some more stuff to give away. Would you mind?
My stuff?
No. I told you I was going to be nice, not get too carried away.
Well, you've got more of my stuff, don't you?
Yeah, but I was going to save it for a little bit later so I get on you again.
Did we miss a spin at 8:30 there?
We got that one. I got some more sponsor stuff I need to give away. Then we'll get back to you, Glenn.
Okay.
Well, good. Finally, you can get in somebody else's pocket.
You know what, Doc? We have had a sponsor since they first come on the show or first come out into business, and they have done some wonderful stuff for us. They do a lot of good things for a lot of other people. Whisker Sticks has been with us since beginning of their time.
Yep.
For those that don't know, Tim was bitten by a dog and is laid up at home, and there is a GoFundMe page out there. Please consider going and helping him out. He's going to be out of commission for a while. His leg is in bad shape, and he's home. He can't do a lot of it, so Lena's taken up, and I got a hold of her the other day, and I talked to Tim for a little bit, and I told her what we was doing, and she said, you know what? She said, you guys have been in it for 5 years. We're going to give away a Catch It, which is one of their bank rod holders, and a monster rod holder that screws onto the top of this. And all you have to do, if you're the winner, is contact Whisker Stick LED Lights and tell Lena that you was the winner on the Catfish Weekly 5th anniversary show, and they'll ship it to you. Doc,
yeah.
Who's the winner?
Mike Salazar.
Mike Salazar. If I remember correct, Mike is from Iowa.
Way to go, Mike. That's a great rig that he set up.
It is. It's I've seen him chop up wood and stuff with it, not big pieces, but little pieces of wood and stuff. If he wanted to start a fire, they go in the ground seemingly easy. They're built very well. They monster rod holder screws right in them. Of course, you could use any kind, but you're going to get a free monster rod holder from Steve Douglas with it. So
that's worth probably about $70-$80.
I would have to think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
great.
If you're a bank fisherman, you're going to love that thing. It's going to be awesome. So
I'm glad you got it in his pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Doc, who'd you tell me the winner was? Mike Salazar. Mike, just contact the good folks at Whisker Sticks LED Lights. Tell Lena that you want it on our show. They will ship it out to you. Thanks so much for watching Catfish Weekly, and Lena and Tim and all you folks at Whisker Sticks LED Lights. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done for us over the last 5 years. I know you haven't been with us 5 years because you wasn't in business when we started, but we appreciate everything you guys do. You're awesome.
Yeah, I feel better, Tim.
Absolutely.
Get yourself a good lawyer.
Our good buddy Rusty Jackson has some structure snakes that he donated to us. We contacted him 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he said, absolutely. Give away some and have him contact me, and he'll ship them out. So, Doc, we need a winner for some structure snakes.
Zachary Pence.
Zachary, all you have to do is get a hold of Rusty Jackson at Structure Snakes, and they will send you out some of their products. We have used them in the past. We still use them today. They're a great product, and you'll enjoy them, especially if you're drifting out of a boat. They work awesomely.
How's Rusty doing? Last I talked to him, his foot was healing up well.
I think he's doing good.
Yeah, we'll have to give him a nickname. What do we call him? Like Firewalker?
Something. We'll have to come up with something.
Hotfoot?
Yeah. Doc, there's a lot of people that have YouTube channels and do a lot of things. We have a few people tonight that have YouTube channels that they know we watch their videos. They watch our show. We've met them at Catfish conferences and different things over the years. And these folks have reached out to us and wanted to be a part of our giveaway tonight. And we're going to go through a couple of these right now. One of them is PD Fishing. He has some lights, and he's going to give a 4-pack of the lightning bugs away from PD Fishing. Now, you will have to contact me so I can transfer. PD doesn't do Facebook, but if you'll give me your information, I will pass it along to him, and he will hook you up with these lights.
And the winner is Randy Chitwood.
All right, Randy, congratulations. Thanks for watching Catfish Weekly.
Tell everybody they do
So you had one more?
thank people.
Yeah, we have a couple more.
Okay.
The same thing?
No.
Oh.
Justin's Fishing Fetish is another YouTube channel that watches our show. We've met them at the Catfish Conference. Great guy, does some wonderful videos, giving away a 4-pack of drift weights.
And the winner
kind
is
of a
Brad.
kind of a wash for Justin. He got something, and now he's giving something away.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How come that never happens to me?
Okay, Doc.
You get the name Brad Bex, B-E-X.
Brad Bex.
Spell the last name?
B-E-X. Congratulations, Brad. And thank you, Justin, for your help. We appreciate it very much. Don't anybody run off. We got some big prizes coming up yet. Catfish Bill 66. Catfish Bill is one of my favorite YouTube guys. He's going to give us a 4-pack, or give somebody a 4. He's going to send you a 4-pack of Catfish Bill 66 Demon Dragons.
And the winner is Setting Hooks and Crossing Eyes.
Setting Hooks and Crossing Eyes. Okay. You will have to send me your that name and your personal name and shipping information, or you can just contact Catfish Bill on Facebook and tell him you was the winner on tonight's show, and he will ship them directly to you. Thank you so much for watching Catfish Weekly. And Bill, old buddy, thank you so much for helping us out. Patriot Catfishers of America, James Smith. Now, James may have already went to bed. I talked to him earlier today. He has a 4-pack of bobbers that he makes. These are very nice. They're handmade, and he's going to give that a 4-pack to one lucky winner.
Your buddy, Chris Workman.
Chris Workman. Chris is my buddy. Cubs fan or not, he's my buddy. And Chris, all you have to do is get a hold of James Smith, Patriot Catfishers of America, and tell him you was the winner on Catfish Weekly, and he will send those directly to you. It's good to see you watch the show, my friend. We was talking about you earlier with Chris and them on the show. Before the show started, we was talking about you and your dad. Imagine that. Two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Thanks so much for watching the show. And James, thank you so much for donating those prizes. Now, we're not done, but I need a drink, Doc.
Are you parched?
I am parched. I feel like Luke Hinges, except I'm not catching fish.
Or drinking tea.
Or drinking tea. Or anything else. Just ice water.
I got tea going.
Yeah, I got ice water. Chuck and I used to do a little something that wasn't exactly ice water. That wasn't exactly iced tea.
It had ice in it.
It had ice in it. It did, but we quit doing that a long time ago. It's like everything else you enjoy doing. Sooner or later, you're going to give it up. All right. We have from Big Cat Fever Rods. We have 3 $20 gift certificates. Now listen closely. We're going to give 3 winners a $20 gift certificate from Big Cat Fever. And all you have to do is email Tony Caton at tony@catchthefever.com. That way he knows who the winners are, because these guys got a bunch of stuff going on out there, and this way you will get hooked up. The email address is tony@catchthefever.com. And Tony and Caleb and them guys, man, you guys have been awesome. You've given away a ton of rods and a ton of gift certificates and all kinds of shirts and hats and cool stuff to us over the years, and we appreciate everything you do for us. It means so much to us, and just thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything you've done for Catfish Weekly. So, Doc, we need 3 winners.
First winner is Bent Over Fishing.
That's an interesting handle.
Yes, it is.
And you need to email him them, that way he knows.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to send them to him. Cindy's writing them down. Okay, Doc, we're ready for number 2.
Mr. Gadget Catfishing.
Mr. Gadget Catfishing. Congratulations, guys. And one more.
James Leslie.
James Leslie, congratulations. Be sure to contact Tony Caton. And again, the email address is tony@catchthefever.com. Tell him you won a $20 gift certificate on Catfish Weekly's 5th anniversary show, and he will fix you up. Thank you guys so much for watching our show. And Tony and Caleb, you guys are bad to the bone. Thank you so much for helping us out.
Or they can message you and you can give them
however we got to do it. Yeah. However we got to do it. You know what? Well, I hate it that Glenn feels that he's been deprived. I really do.
Wait, did you say that I felt deprived?
Yeah, I think that you felt left out, that we didn't done enough.
Oh, yeah. That's how I feel.
Let's do another pack of easy sinker slides, Doc.
Okay.
These
Just
are
the
fun.
tip fishing.
Just the tip fishing. Been watching a lot of his videos lately. Great guy, does a really good job. Now, Glenn, one thing I want to mention about these easy sinker slides, I like them because you can take them on and off and you don't have to cut your line. That's amazing. I've casted over 16 ounces, in fact, 20 on them. But I will tell everybody to put the bead between your swivel and your sinker slide if you're using very heavy weights, because it'll jam on there if you don't. If you put the bead on there, you have zero trouble. But where I fish a lot of times, I'm using heavy weights and I haul off and let the big dog eat, and it'll just sling that right into there. But if you put a bead on it, you'll never have an issue.
Yeah, no, the slide channel is larger than most. I mean, it's not the largest, but we did that because, like here in Florida, a lot of people are using 100, 200 pound slides, so that gets pretty thick. So we had to accommodate everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, yeah, they work really well, and you're going to love them. Thank you so much for watching our show. You know what, Doc?
If you use sinker slides.
Yeah, if you use sinker slides, and you're going to love them. They're just amazing.
They're the best design that's ever come out. And I don't mean to be blowing our own horn, but I mean
they are.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to be cutting your line when you can just put these on and off so easy. And the interesting thing is, if you take 8 ounces and you put it on the bottom and it's not enough weight, you don't have to bring everything back up to change it out. Just put another easy slide on, another weight, and send it down.
That's right. There you go. Let's do some more of these.
Doc, you were using these on your planer boards too, right?
Yeah.
Easy slides?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm waiting to see that as a tip of the week.
Yeah, heck yeah.
You see the ones tonight.
Got me a winner for these, Doc?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
The winner is John Spear.
John Spear, you have just won 2 Rig Wrap Orange. You're going to love them. If you don't already have some, you will have 2 now. Contact me after the show with your shipping address, and we will hook you up. Anything else you want to give away tonight, Glenn?
Wow, I don't know. Yeah, my air conditioner. Anybody know anything about home air conditioning? Why does the outside compressor keep tripping my circuit breaker?
I told you, Glenn, but I don't know if I told anybody else or not. But these scales, and I know you're kind of out of them or something, or you're waiting.
Yeah, we're out of stock. We're waiting for the new packaging to get done.
My scales that I weigh our packages and ship them out with broke. So I take a pencil or pen and I poke a hole in the package, try to level it up as much as I can, stick this in there, weigh my stuff I got to ship, put a piece of tape back over them, and I don't have to go buy no more shipping scales. They're multi-purpose scales, Glenn. Multi-purpose.
Yeah, hey, whatever works. I'm glad you're putting them to use. I mean, I'd rather hear that you're catching a lot of fish and using them there, but hey, whatever works.
If the rain ever stops, I promise you, we can catch fish. We really can.
Steve Johnson, out in California, posted a couple of videos using the scale, and he was saying that when they go to the weigh-in, that the weight is almost dead on. I think he said it was dead on, but yeah. I'm not going to say, I mean, it might be a fraction of an ounce or maybe an ounce or 2 off a little bit, but for the most part, they're dead on scales.
They are, and you can tell when you're shipping stuff, because if you're off very much, they'll make you pay extra when you get to the post office, and it never happens.
Oh yeah, they will.
Never happened. So that's awesome.
Yeah, we had the first batch made real quick, and had them put in boxes and things like that with a label on it because we wanted to get them in for the Catfish conference.
Right.
And I didn't expect them all to go so quickly, and we didn't have the new packaging done, and now we're sitting here waiting for that to happen. So the scales are coming. Be patient. We got to get the new packaging done.
That'll be awesome. Can't wait.
Plus, we tweak the scale a little bit too.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Carl Wells, you're bad.
What? Oh, Carl, I'm not even going to bother with that. No, I'm not. I'm leaving that completely alone. Doc, if you want to attack that, it's all up to you, big boy.
What?
Carl Wells' comment. I'm not getting involved with that. No way, no way.
I missed it. Well,
Folks, as Steve Johnson said, since the scales only goes to 110 pounds, they can't weigh Glenn's wallet.
Really? Really?
Hey, David, I tried to lighten it up a little tonight. I really did. But that is funny. It really is.
There's my wallet right there. Go ahead.
Looked like a condom in there, didn't it?
It did look like one. Of course, I don't know what one of them looks like.
Yeah, but you either haven't seen one in 40 years. Doc, we had a guy contact me the other day, and there's a gentleman that you give away something to, Jerry Daughtry, a while ago.
Yeah.
And he sent me a bunch of stuff. Now, he has all kinds of weights and dragon weights of all kinds of shapes and forms. He sent me some shirts. He sent me a bunch of stuff, and there's no way we can give all this away tonight, but they're called Bloodline anchor or drifting weights. These have a piece in here for you guys that don't know. They have a piece in here you can put sin or something in there, and it'll disperse this as you're dragging it along. These are long enough to bounce over most everything that you will hit on the bottom of whether you're dragging a lake or a river or whatever it is. And this is the other kind, and these two,
It's just a drift stick.
they're drift sticks, but they stand up. They don't lay over. They stand straight up. They just follow your line along in the upright position. Pretty cool concept. I'm going to give some of these away tonight, and we're going to have Jerry on the show with us in a couple of weeks, and then we'll give the rest of them away then. But we wanted to pass out some of his stuff tonight. He was so good to send this stuff, but we're going to go ahead and give away a couple packages of this stuff tonight, and then the rest of it we're going to give them away when he's on the show with us. So that'll be really cool. So what do you say, Doc? We give away some of these inline drift weights that stand up. They're called standing stick.
What are you giving? 2 of them?
We'll give 2 packages of these away, and then we'll give 2 packages of the others away. Now, the winners of these, you'll have to message me your shipping address with your names and stuff on it, and I will ship them out direct from here.
Well, we got 4 we're giving away.
4 total, yes.
Okay, the first winner is
there's
Chanel.
Wait a minute. You didn't understand right.
4, and there's 4 in each one. We're giving away 4 packages of 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we had that many.
Well, yeah, oh yeah.
So one of these per person is what I need.
1
Okay.
package per
Okay.
person,
Well,
per
I just
winner.
need to know.
And Chanel was a winner.
Chanel Klein. Kline. The next winner is Matthew Baker.
Congratulations, Chanel and Matthew.
It's great that you guys you get so many great sponsors and so many great participants, and they're winning. A lot of winners tonight. I mean, how many prizes have you given away so far tonight?
I don't know.
It seems like a bunch. I know I got 172 names in the thing.
And,
Wow.
The next winner, this is a 3rd one, right?
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Southern Fisherman.
The rest of them we're going to give away when Jerry is on the show with us. No,
Yeah,
we got
one
one
more.
more.
One more.
Yes.
Antique Catfishing.
Antique Catfishing. So be sure to send me your shipping information, and we'll get this stuff shipped out to you in the next day or 2. Now, we have a couple of things here I've kind of been saving back, Doc.
Okay.
Shad Shack, one of the great folks in the business, makes one of the best bait tanks in the world, has in the past made us some measuring sticks, and they was a huge hit. And they are going to ship these from their location to our winners. And we're going to do it 8 times, Doc.
How many times? 8?
8 measuring sticks. Catfish Weekly, Shad Shack measuring sticks. They are 40 inches long. They are awesome. Do we have one laying in here? I don't think so. I think I give all of ours away. They are outstanding, and you will love it. These things are sticking to me and making me itch. But we're going to give 8 of those away. 8! And we've only been here for 5 years. But we're still, Chris Hovis,
Thank you.
thank you so much for everything you do for Catfish Weekly. We appreciate it so much. We're going to give these 8 away. He's going to ship them to the winners. And then I got something else that old Chris has been saving up for us.
People need to know what to do.
Yeah, now you guys, honest to God, when you receive your products, please snap a picture, post it on Catfish Weekly's public page, and thank these folks for donating these prizes. And some of them are shipping them to us, and we're shipping them out. But a lot of them are shipping them from their place, and not only are they donating you a prize, they're donating the shipping and everything. And it would be awesome if you guys would take a picture of your product that you won, with you, without you, and thank these guys for being a sponsor to our show. We couldn't do these giveaways if it wasn't for all these great sponsors. And I know everybody says we got great sponsors. Believe me, nobody has sponsors like Catfish Weekly. We got the best sponsors in the business, and they do so much for us, and it is greatly appreciated. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be able to do our show as we do.
I think we're taken advantage of.
I don't think you mind all that bad.
When we get done with these, that'll be 44 things that we give away
Tonight.
This stuff.
Really?
Tonight.
Okay, Doc.
Are we gonna spin the wheel, or
Unless
Yeah.
we're giving away too much other stuff, let's get this stuff out of the way so we can get out of here tonight. We've been going on 2 hours.
all right? The first winner is Josh DeBoard.
Spell that, please.
DeBoard.
Congratulations, Josh.
DeBoard. The next one, this is number 2, Bill Arnold.
Bill Arnold, congratulations.
Next one is Joe Jones. Jones. Is that 3?
Yes.
Congratulations, Joe.
Next one is Catfish Bill 66.
Awesome.
The next one is Gabby Goose.
We'll have to-
Gabby Goose. Okay.
how do you spell that, Doc?
GABBYGOOSE.
Okay. Oh, you had it?
Yeah, I can spell.
Okay.
Your number
What
one.
number am I up to?
5. Got 3
The
more.
next one is Kaylee Blowen. BLOUIN. Blowen.
Oh, she's the one that fished with Ken Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Congratulations, you guys. Now we got one more, right?
2 more.
2 more.
The next winner is Mike Heger, Heger.
Mike or Matthew Baker, that's perfectly fine. I will get it. Thank you.
One more.
Hang on a minute. It's taking. There's a lot of names in here.
There is a lot of names in there.
It's going. Come on. It's going crazy here. Mike Sampson.
Mike Sampson, man from down in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Watches every week, shares our post. And by the way, guys, go down there and give us a like and a share if you don't mind. We appreciate it so much. The more people we got watching and the more likes and shares we get, they put you further up on each page so more people can find us. That's what it's all about.
You know, if my calculations are correct, everybody that's in chat tonight has about a 1 in 3 chance of winning.
That's true.
Yeah,
If not
172 names.
I mean, this is a lot of prizes.
It is. And I've saved 2 prizes back that I thought was really good to end the show with, other than Doc's tip of the week.
Are you giving away more of my stuff?
I can, if you like.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I just asking a question.
We have Shad Shack give us 8 measuring sticks. And Cindy and I, especially Cindy, has asked Chris several times about a bait cutting board. And they've come out with a new bait board to cut your bait on.
That's a good idea.
I don't have one. I have seen pictures of it. They look amazing. And somebody right now is going to win a brand new bait cutting board from Shad Shack Bait Tanks.
And the winner,
Now, whoever wins that, make sure you check with us to get some of our new, whatever we call it, knife.
Okay, Doc, who's the winner?
Maurice Kaysen.
Maurice Kaysen. Congratulations, Maurice.
We could call it Cindy Samurai.
Yeah, you could. You could. Doc's
Dagger.
Doc's Dagger. That'll work. James R. Wood has been a sponsor with Catfish Weekly for a long, long time, Doc. And for this show, James R. Wood with Hooker's Terminal Tackle has donated a $50 gift certificate to be redeemed at Hooker's Terminal Tackle online store. And I think it very fitting that we save James for the last. That's a great prize. He's done wonderful things for us and a lot of other people. We think the world of James, and he does such great things. Doc, who's the winner?
Come on. Well, Tackle Bandit can't be one, right?
No, I don't think he.
All right, hang on. Let me roll it again. See, anytime somebody comes in there,
It changes.
yeah, it changes. Man. Lena Hardwick? That's
Lena?
Tim's mom, right?
That is Tim's mom. Lena Hardwick, congratulations. We want to thank James and all the sponsors for everything they donated. We had a big prize night tonight, Doc. We have a lot of these shows with big prize giveaways. This one had a whole lot of them. It was a great show and a lot of fun, but we're still missing a Doc's tip of the week.
All right. Okay, so wait a minute. I got to get it so I can see myself here, so I don't mess anything up. Okay, everybody knows that I love using planer boards. Well, now I'm starting to use them at night when I fish on the lakes. I don't fish a river at night, but I do fish the lakes. So I use a couple different planer boards. Here's one of my favorites. This is the OR12 from Offshore Tackle. And I use the SST Mag. Use that one. And I got a lightning bug crawling across me right now. Get out of here.
Give that to Luke. He'll eat
No,
it.
that's
No, it'd be lighting up. And then the other one that I use Denny Iberg's Bear planer boards. Okay. Now, on Offshore Tackle, what I've come up with is what you do is you drill. I don't know if you can see that. There's a hole right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you see this rib right here, you want to make sure when you drill this hole that you go behind that rib or you're going to, ruin the board. But what you do is you take a 31/64 drill bit and you drill a hole down in there and go, just so far. And then what I've taken, these are wall anchors. This is a 1/2 inch wall anchor. It's plastic. Normally you put a screw in them, but what I do is I take a grinder and I grind the edges so that they're round, okay? And then all you do is push that in and it's there. See how it's there?
Okay.
And you can take, let me turn it on. You can take the lightning bug and it just slides right down on top of there. And then there's, and I mean, they go right down on there real nice. There you go. And there is your light for your planer board. On the big one, same thing. You still have a hole right here. Again, get behind that. Make sure you don't drill into that reinforcement there. And you just push it down in there and it's locked. It's not going to come out. Catfish can take it under. So there you have that. Now on the bear planer boards, and you can do this to the bears. You can do it to the Zach Royce boards. What's the other one? Clear boards. Clear boards. Now, I am not going to take the responsibility if you stab yourself in the leg, arm, or whatever. So, but take a knife that's got about a 1-inch wide blade and go right down alongside on the bear planer boards. See that right there?
Yes.
Then you just go down there and you make a little bit of a slot. Then you take your whisker stick and you shove it down in there, and it is not going anywhere. It is locked and it is there. It will not come out. You know, at the end of the day, you pull it out, you disengage your battery, you put it in your container, and you're ready to go. And that is Doc's tip for the evening.
A great tip, Doc. But I have news for you. Paul Bird has posted in our chat.
Tonight.
Posted in our chat and says, "Sweet tip, Doc. Give away 2 separate 8-packs while you're on your tip."
All right.
2 separate 8-packs. 2 winners get an 8-pack of lights. Paul, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Somebody is going to win some really cool stuff.
And the first winner is Stephen Heiss, Hise.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Let me load this up.
Lights.
And the second winner is Jerry Dillard.
Jerry Dillard, congratulations, our buddy from Texas. We'll be seeing you in the next few months, my buddy. Try not to catch all them fish out of PK and Texoma, because save me a couple. Doc and I are going to be looking for some when we get there.
Yes, we are.
So who do they need to contact?
They need to contact J.R. Bird on Facebook. Paul Bird, J.R. Bird. He might be listed either way, but he's a great guy, and he's helping us out a whole bunch. Paul, thank you so much for everything you do. We dearly appreciate it, and these guys are going to love them. That's all I got for tonight, Doc. I'm beat.
Me too. My finger, buddy, where it was rolling across there. Thank you, everybody. This has been a great show. It was great having Chuck and Chris on here. We appreciate 137 thumbs up.
We're not done.
Good.
What?
Lena Hardwick said, give away 2 5-packs of Whisker Stick LED lights. Lena, thank you so much. Please tell Tim that we hope he's getting better. I visit with him a little bit, but I know that he's really, really in some pain over there, and he's missing going to work and all the stuff. So be sure to give him a hug for us. You're very welcome, Sonny. Doc and Cindy and I have a great time doing this show, or we wouldn't do it. It's a lot of fun, and when we have times where we could get Chuck and Chris on here tonight, that just made it even better. Doc, give us a couple of winners.
First winner is Denny Iberg.
Congratulations, Denny.
Owner of planer board, Bear planer boards.
Yes, sir. He watches our show quite a bit.
And the second winner is John Patrick.
John Patrick. Congratulations, Sean. Contact the good folks at Whisker Sticks LED Lights. Tell Lena you is a winner in chat. She will hook you up. Everybody, it was great having Chuck and Chris on tonight. It was excellent getting to get on Glenn a little bit. Glenn, some great new products you're coming out with. We're really excited about that. And thank you for sharing your information on your stuff with us. You got to quit coming up with these ideas, though.
What? Hey, you don't want to know something?
No,
I'm always thinking. It never stops. I never shut down. I'm always looking at different things. I mean, I don't care what it is. If it's for fishing, for the outdoors, I'm looking at it. I'm trying to think of different ways of doing it, and whatever works.
Yeah, absolutely, Glenn. We try to hold these shows down to an hour, but these giveaway shows, we know we can't do that.
They drag out.
We appreciate you coming in here and sharing this new technology and new designs and stuff that you're coming out with. It means a lot to us that you would do that through our show. It's just really awesome, and we enjoy having you on here, even though we give you a rough time. We really enjoy it, and thank you so much for that. Thanks, everybody, for watching Catfish Weekly tonight. I'll be live Friday if everything goes right. We're going to be spinning the rig wrap prize wheel and giving stuff away in chat next Monday right here on Catfish Weekly. Thanks, everybody, for watching us.
Thanks,
5
everybody.
years. 5 years. Amazing feat, as far as I'm concerned.
Happy anniversary, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
See you soon.